live stream. Welcome to the weekend live stream. So nice to see all of you guys. We're gonna see today what's going on in the crypto market, what to expect next. Let me welcome all of you. Respectful word. Welcome, man. W coin price prediction. We're gonna see what is W coin. Let's start with the special request, of course, after the main list. So we're gonna see today Bitcoin, the dominance, Ethereum, Solana, Tau, AI16, virtuals, injective render, and SUI. And we're gonna, of course, pass by them with the targets and so on to see what do we have next. So WUSD, I don't know what it is. I think we never did this, but interesting to see what is going on in it. TG, hi KG, new day, new live stream. Yes, that's how I like it. You're very welcome, bro. Short comment on WIF. Well, we can do a lot of comments as well on WIF. We can see what's going on. It has been also a long time we didn't saw WIF, so interesting to dive a little bit again inside it to see what's going on. Lorenzo, Mikali, hello, Injective Render, Sui, and Solana. Well, all of them, those are our main coin, the main coin for the channel. So therefore, of course, they are all of them here. Let me check. Render Injective Sui. Yes, so Sui, Render Injective, and Solana is there. Yes, so Shafi, hi KG, will miss the live, but we'll be sure to watch it back. Everyone hit the likes and share the video. Thank you, Shafi. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you guys for your support as well. Yeah, don't forget to support this channel to move on always and being able to continue daily with daily update. I'm sure you will do Sui. Yes, definitely we're gonna do Sui. Uxi, dot. All right, let's do dot. Here we go. Let's see dot if it got better, yeah, or not. MG, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. It has been a long time. We did not see you in the live stream. Nice. Appreciate you looking at CRV. Yes, let's take a look also at CRV. Those two, by the way, DOT and CRV were a little bit underperforming lately, but we're gonna check what they are doing. Aladdin, welcome, man. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Thank you, bro. Usually FET first one. Oopsie, yeah, that is a nice one. We're gonna do FET as well. But because we did FET render injective yesterday, that's why I put them a little bit late. So let's do the first, the one that we did not update lately. That's why I put those first. So FET is gonna be there. We're gonna do it. But let's start with something we did not update lately with the last 2 days. Yeah, so Edwin, um, okay, that is a long nickname. Edwin Harvey Cabrero Bernal. Okay, so that was the whole name. Hola, amigo. Puedes analiza? Okay, I don't understand really Spanish. I would love to. I love that language, but sorry, buddy. I don't understand Spanish. So English would be preferable. Thank you, bro. Yeah, so basically let's start, guys. Let's see what do we have today. Let's start with Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin, we did, of course, a deep analysis today, but let's check just the lower time frame. What is going on, and are we still looking for higher? Well, probably there is nothing else to see here there rather than higher prices, guys. By all means, in both case scenarios, we would like to see at least taking this high. Yeah, at least taking this high, meaning you would like to see, of course, 3 ways up here after an X. You got at least here a zigzag. Yeah, and this zigzag at least to take the high. It's not necessarily really to take the 1-to-1 fib level. Well, it would be nicer, of course, if we take it exactly as a zigzag, so you can get double zigzag and an X here in between as a bridge. But preferably, of course, to take the 1-to-1. But yeah, don't forget that by taking the high is even much more than enough here, because it is a corrective way, potentially, of course. Now, on the micro, we mentioned, of course, on the micro that we might be in an impulse. So this impulse might be still in a wave 4 for the white scenario, meaning you have here a 1, a 2, and then you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, a finished wave 3, meaning all of this is simply one impulse toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very ugly. I don't like it at all, guys. That's why, of course, the WXNY is there. Okay, so this is the idea. And of course, because of the shape, because of everything here we see as an issue with the wave 3, the wave 2 is shallow, the wave 4 is longer than the wave 2. So a lot of issues here for an impulse, guys. Therefore, the probability goes a little bit higher for the WXNY. Okay, but it doesn't mean that we are very bearish. Okay, it doesn't mean, just to make sure, it doesn't mean that we are bearish. Okay, it means that you might have kind of like a longer range correction and then moving toward the upside sooner or later. That's all. Yeah, so this is regarding Bitcoin. Nothing to add. The deep analysis, I think, was perfect today to, yeah, for the analysis to see what we might have. Now, the dominance, of course, the dominance is still looking for higher. It looks like very still impulsive, I would say. But don't forget that we are at the end of it. Like we have a zigzag wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now this wave 5, which is supposed to be a zigzag here, obviously we have kind of like, yeah, I mean, even as an impulse is very ugly, but still can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so if this is your wave A here, yeah, you got a wave A, you have a wave B, and you started a 1 ABC for wave 2, wave 3 probably finished, and kind of like 4 and a 5. So basically, the dominance still have one more leg toward the upside, I would say, because your wave C here start from there. You have a wave 1, obviously it is an impulse ABC for a wave 2, and then you got like kind of 1, 2, 3, and then 4, no invalidation, of course, wave 5 given, and then you're looking for final for 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 and a 5. This wave 4 is for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say let's put the count here: 1, 2, 3, wave 4, wave 5, to finish, of course, this white scenario. Okay, so basically I would say that, yeah, Bitcoin still have potential to move for higher. We see already this with the WXNY as well on the Bitcoin chart. So everything's still very normal. I know it is a little bit boring, guys, for the market right now. The crypto, all of it is a little bit boring, but yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen after a very long range like this sideways. We might get something very interesting after it. This is the thing. Cool. So this was regarding Bitcoin and yeah, and the dominance. So we're gonna see something much more as altcoins in this live stream, and of course for your special requests. So that would be, of course, yeah, much more interesting, since we have, of course, deep analysis for Bitcoin. Don't forget, you can watch it again for more understanding. Okay, so let's see Ethereum. Ethereum also, we did not do any update for it, so it's interesting to see what's going on. I mean, Ethereum, don't forget that it is the symbol of altcoins. But yeah, lately it has shown some weakness. So we saw some altcoins performing much more better, but here we go. Ethereum still there. We still have a 1 2 1 2 here. We have another 1 2 3 4 and a 5 to finish, of course, wave 3 in the yellow, meaning you have 1 2 3 here. Despite the count inside it, the micro results are very micro, guys. No need to get into it. So we have 1 2 3 4 and a 5 in the yellow to finish wave 3 in the orange, meaning we are in 1 2 3 4 and a 5. By all means, Ethereum can be, of course, have finished here a wave A or a wave 1 as an impulse in double 1 2s. Okay, and we are looking after it as 3 waves down. So it might be, of course, your wave B in case you are in an A, B, but of course this needs to be updated right now. This was our last update here. It has been a very long time, I think, for the wave B. Wave B right now is here as an expanding flat, so A, B, and a C. Okay, so this wave C, let's check the impulse in it first. Okay, we have 1 2 3 4 5. Interesting. Okay, we didn't do any micro update here yet. Let's see. This is the wave C. This is a wave 5. So we have an impulse here. Starting from there, you have another 1 2 here, 3. That means ABC. 1 2. Yeah, that's the whole thing is an ABC, guys. This is a big impulse toward the downside, A, B, or it is a W, X, and Y, sorry guys, because this is also an impulse, A, B, C. You have kind of like A, B, C probably internally. Let's move a little bit lower. Yes, here we go. You see it? It's a zigzag. Okay, this is an impulse and this is also an impulse. So A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, meaning W, X, and Y, guys. So yeah, definitely this is a W, X, and a Y, meaning yes, we're still looking for higher. That is a good thing, right? So once you get something like that, you make sure that, okay, you're still looking for higher because you're corrective. And why I'm saying we're corrective, because anyway, if you are impulsive 1, 2, 3, wave 4, I already saw this invalidated. That's why I directly counted as a W, X, and a Y, because you have invalidation. If you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, it has already interfered. So yeah, there is no reason to think in bearish or to think that we might see lower. So basically, we are looking for higher, and yeah, it's the same even like Bitcoin, ranging so far, but that is an indication that we're still looking for higher. But let me check the internal, the micros here. Do we have the same problem with this wave here? Yeah, I don't know why the crypto market shows the same problem almost for all the altcoins. Also for Bitcoin, it shows this wave 3 very short. Unfortunately, this is a little bit like, you cannot count it like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, guys. You can see that the wave 1 is very longer than the wave 3. The wave 5 is also very longer than the wave 3. If we got like wave 5 a little bit shorter, that would be better. We could at least count it as an impulse. But unfortunately, it's not the thing here. If you want to count it as an impulse, you have to count this as 1, 2 from here. You have to start 1, 2, 3, 4, and even you don't have a wave 5 properly. This is all corrective. Yeah, so guys, obviously it is a W, X, and a Y, obviously. So yeah, obviously regarding that, it looks like very yeah, ranging as corrective, but yeah, that's it. I mean, it might be the X and of course the Y. We might get, of course, kind of like a zigzag. You might get, of course, a flat. You might get a triangle. I don't know, but something is going on for higher prices. Any pattern can unfold, but I cannot really count yet this as a wave 3, unfortunately. Plus the length of this correction. Let's say this is your wave 4, guys. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, wave 4 here, and you're looking for a wave 5. Your wave 2 matching with time is incredible, right? The timing is huge. We cannot, I mean, this is kind of like the invalidation here because the timing, let's say the wave 3 even is here over there, okay? So if you say wave 4 over 2, it is, yeah, even over 8 times. So we got the invalidation since a long time ago, guys, okay? This is incredible, not an impulse, guys. So definitely this is a separation between two structures. Very simple, okay? We might get two structures somehow like that. What does it mean in a bigger overview if we get something corrective here? It's simply still, yeah, still simply correction, like here A, B, and a C. Okay, then therefore it might be a very complex W, X, and a Y here. It might be very, if we have bottomed here, we have 3 waves. Okay, this is what you might get. 3 waves down, 3 waves up, because W, X, and a Y. So because we topped here, guys, for the impulse, A, B, and potentially wave C, and therefore moving towards the upside. What it says is still, of course, very corrective after an impulse, meaning the direction still toward the upside. Whatever it's gonna happen, it's gonna move at the end for higher. But what it says here, that it might be, of course, a very long correction, very complex, where we might get like somehow like this, guys, and then moving towards the upside. Okay. This is what I see for Ethereum, and that because, of course, again, the impulse inside it is incredible, invalidated as well. IOTA. Okay, what is IOTA? We're gonna see what is IOTA. I hope that's something good. I think we saw this before. Hopefully not, but we're gonna see it, of course. All right, so yeah, that was for Ethereum. I think Ethereum still corrective sooner or later is gonna continue the trend for higher. And don't forget that anyway, on the daily for Ethereum, we are looking for those possible scenarios, right? We are looking for a potential 1, 2, and you have another 1, 2 here, yeah, as an ABC, and you're looking for higher. Okay, so you started with an impulse. It's true the correction is taking so much time for a wave 2, but yeah, it still can be moving toward the upside. The second scenario is a triangle, which is perfect, right? You got an impulse, or what you need is a correction, and it can be complex, especially for a wave B, by the way. And you might get, of course, a wave C toward the upside. Sorry, a wave D here for the triangle. So A, B, and a C for a wave D in the triangle is very likely, especially after this correction, guys. This complex correction reflect much more a wave B rather than a wave 2. Okay, this is the idea. Because it's getting very complex, I think that this is, of course, much more a wave B rather than a wave 2. We might get a wave C to finish a wave D in A, B, C, D, and an E, and then, of course, moving toward the upside, right? Because you have already an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You are very corrective in triangle and then explosion. But this will unfold only a wave C, guys. Why? Because you're not allowed to have a triangle as a wave 2. Don't forget this rule. Yeah. Meaning, if we get here a triangle, this is definitely a wave B and not a wave 2. Okay, not a wave 2. It's a wave B. And that means the target might be shallow a little bit rather than a wave 3, of course, because if you get a 1, 2, and then wave 3, you might, yeah, go very high. But with a wave C, it might simply take only the 1-to-1 fib level, 6,400, somehow like this. Okay. All right, that was for Ethereum. Let's move for Solana to see what Solana is doing. So 27, here we go. Solana. Okay, let's start with the lower time frame to see what's going on with Solana. Okay, so basically with Solana, we were counting an A. It's not updated yet, guys. So yeah, we're gonna update it together. We're gonna see what's going on together here on the live stream. So A, B, and a C. The wave C is not 5 ways. It's not a 5 ways. And you already, if you have 1, 2, 3, the wave 4 has been invalidated. Also, you cannot count a diagonal because the wave 4 is longer than the wave 2, meaning, and by the way, invalidation of bullish has been taken or not? Let's see. Not. Okay, the invalidation of bullish is not taken yet because if we are in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we're gonna check it again with the micros here. However, because of the character of this last wave is 3 waves, therefore you have to think about something else going on here. Because when you finish in 3 waves, guys, here, it is much more likely that you are in WX and a Y. But the problem again, inside here, you see a very nice, kind of like a nice impulse. Now, also this impulse here is a little bit questionable, okay, for a wave 5. Because, yeah, okay, you can call 1, 2, 3, very shallow wave 3, wave 4, the extended wave 5 has been given. So I think this is a nice impulse. I think that, okay, it's still a nice impulse, but the problem is you cannot take an impulse with 3 waves after. And that means it might be something showing something not finished here. Okay, so we have to be careful as well. Something not finished, and that means, of course, something much more complex. Or, therefore, we have to count this something else, not impulsive. And that means you have to count it as kind of 3 waves. Okay, you can do this by A, B, and a C. Very simple zigzag. Your wave C is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And this is your wave A, an extended wave C. Preferably this thing to be like that because if we did not finish here, so I'm gonna put lay down here ABC for wave A, not to wave A, actually it should be W, X, and Y. Here we go. That's why we are changing, by the way, W, X, and a Y. Yeah, because I don't want to take this as a wave one. If I take this as a wave one, wave two, wave three, four, and a five, that is horrible, right? That is horrible. That means very bearish. And yeah, hopefully not, guys. Hopefully not. But we can simply take it here very easily. Can be taken, of course, as a wave C. A, B, and a C, meaning three waves down, three waves up, three waves down. Okay. Now, the nice thing is that it took exactly the one-to-one fib level. It was very precise with the target, by the way. We were very precise with it, and that kind of like reinforce the theory here. Yeah, reinforce the analysis that we're done with this correction probably. Okay, plus you got an impulse. Now let's move inside this impulse to see what's going on, of course, inside it, and to see a little bit the micro here. What do they say? Because the micros sometimes are very important as well, of course, for the bigger. Now, of course, since my trip, I didn't update the micro, but yeah, we're gonna start from here, only for the impulse, guys. Let's start with it. So basically, we have one, two, three, four, and a five. Yes, so perfect. Basically, even like all the crypto and the altcoins have almost the same pattern here. Almost the same, guys. One, two, three, four, five. We have here also ABC, right? We have A, B, and a C for the wave two as an expanding flat. And then comes the problem again, right? Comes the problem again here with this wave. If you have one, two, three, four, and a five, it can be, but where is your wave two? Again, yeah. Very shallow wave two, meaning you start again one, two, three, four, and a five, yeah. This can be potentially like one, two, three, four, and a five diagonal. Can be, but very ugly. I would say it's a very ugly. Don't forget the guideline from Elliott wave that it says it should look nice. Okay, it should look nice. If it is ugly like this, meaning something is wrong, right? Something is wrong with it. Therefore, okay, the possibility might be still there, one, two, but I would say the wave three can be done over there, three, and then four, and a five. But did we invalidate? No. Okay, we did not. So invalidation is taken from here. Invalidation of bullish, okay? But very ugly impulse, honestly, very ugly one. Now we see a continuation for wave 5, but don't forget that we have to keep in mind also the bearish. In case we get bearish like a, sorry, W here, like a zigzag. So W, and you got an X here, and you're looking for the wave Y, okay? Just to keep it in mind, and to keep the things safe, right? But the bullish still working well because no invalidation has taken. Now I know it looks very ugly here, and also this is a very deep wave 4, and now we see continuation toward the upside impulsively again, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. You would like to see, of course, the high taken. So the targets for Ethereum is the following: wave 5/1. Can be, guys. Can be, of course. It can be an extended wave 5. But don't forget, with the wave 5, always, by simply taking the high, it is much more than enough. Did we took the high yet? No. Okay. We did not took the high yet. So this is the high. So simply by taking the high can be a finished one. And don't forget, because it is an ugly one, I'm always be careful with it, especially with the wave 5, because it might end short and not perfect. Yeah. So be careful with it. And here definitely we have kind of like a diagonal. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Yeah, so basically I would say everything looking fine. Here you have also a wave. Let's go micro again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your wave 1, 2, and then is that an impulse or diagonal? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. No, wave 5 longer. Okay, So here you have kind of like an impulse, but even I don't really like it. The wave 2 might be shallow or it might be fine, but A, B, and a C. Okay, let's take the wave 2 here as we saw it in the bigger overview. So this might be definitely corrective, all of it as a kind of like an A, B, and a C, and then having 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, for a wave 3 here. And then we're looking for wave 4. Now this wave 4 has to be taken, of course, from the wave 2 exactly to the top of the wave 3. Here we go. So we are looking basically to this to those numbers, of course, as price. Now the wave 2, of course, here is a little bit long in time. So yeah, I think that it might also take time a little bit for Ethereum here. But you have to be careful, guys. Don't forget with the W, X, and a Y. Okay, meaning even it can be, because this is right now 3 waves, it can be a truncated wave Y without taking the high, okay? Because it looks like a zigzag right now. And when you are looking for wave Y, you're looking simply for a zigzag, flat, or triangle. Especially you have zigzag, zigzag, and then here you have kind of like this pattern, probably. We're gonna see, guys. But basically, I would say higher prices is preferable. Okay, preferable to get higher prices, get the high at least. Okay, and then we take it from there. We see what's gonna be the reaction there. Cool, Arthurs and GC Vega. Good morning, man. Welcome to the live stream. Arthurs, sir, if you will have a time, maybe you can touch on near. Yeah, sure, with pleasure, bro. Let's put near and Rio. Please update link BNB. Interesting ones. So yes, definitely with pleasure. Okay, that is for Ethereum, guys. Sorry, need some water. Okay, that was for Ethereum. The targets 144.45, 144, probably for wave 5. Wave 4, and then moving to a wave 5 to take the all-time high. Okay, so we're gonna see the all-time high only for this area, of course, guys. All right, those are regarding the micros. That means, of course, we might still be here kind of like corrective, but if we are corrective, that means it brings us now time to think deeper what it might be. Okay, if we are corrective here, you're looking for 3 waves, and that means, of course, you're still looking for something lower, right? And therefore this will ends up maybe with an impulse toward the downside. And if it ends up with an impulse toward the downside, therefore you have to consider an A, a B, and a C somehow as a structure, whole structure here, and another ABC with an X in between. So is it the reality here that it is unfolding like one more leg toward the downside for a deeper wave 2 to reach, of course, the 0.618, 0.786? Now, don't forget we have the gap, yeah? We have the space for it. The wave 2 loves this area, right? A wave 2 loves this area since you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1, the wave 2 loves this area before moving for wave 3. Is it playing with us, the wave 2 here, like showing, oh, I'm finished 3 waves, I'm faking an impulse, and then boom, one more leg toward the downside, and then moving toward the upside just for liquidity, guys. Yeah, trap. Be careful. Yeah, so this is what I'm afraid of. The last 2 days since I came back from my trip, I see this price like, okay, it looks like an impulse from outside, but from the inside it's horrible, right? It's horrible. So yeah, normally the micros should also look nice, guys. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, if we are looking for lower, we're gonna get, of course, this answer very soon. Don't forget we have gap. We might have this scenario, this fear scenario, but yeah, it's just only to get some liquidation, guys. Only to get some liquidation in the market. So be careful with it. Let's see Tau, Bitensor. Here we go. Okay, so for Tau, also not updated since a long time, so bear with me, guys, please. Thank you. Just to see what's going on. and what it might happen. Okay, so in Tau, we were looking for this area anyway. It has been reached. Now the next area can be this one. We were looking for an ending diagonal here, but the wave 5 is long. Yeah, I don't like it. So I think we had this, of course, this diagonal. The price was still over there. Okay, here, because here you see a perfect diagonal until this, and then you got correction and then moving down again. So invalidation. So time to see what is that. Is it an impulse 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, wave 3, 4 and a 5. Yep, it's a perfect impulse. Look, where is it, guys? So you have 1, 2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, wave 3 over there finished. ABC for a wave 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 internally, yes. So basically, this is turns up to be a finished impulse, yeah, toward the downside here. Let me check what does it mean as well. Before, what did we got? A, B, and a C. So yeah, it can be definitely, or even, yeah, we have to count from here. A, B, and a C. Wave A, B, and a C. Yeah, there is no other. There is no other. I would say there is no other way, right? A, B, and a C. It's an impulse here. You have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So basically, I would say Tau is looking fine. It took the 1-to-1 fib level as expected, also, by the way, which overshooted a little bit, which is not really nice, but it's fine, still okay. Let's see the micro again. The micro, okay, also the same thing again. Exactly the same thing. We have an impulse 1, ABC 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, again, the wave 3, it's the same scenario. I'm not gonna lay down the micros here, but what is interesting here is it's showing a little bit also impulsive. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, wave 4, no invalidation, wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Interesting. Okay, Tau is the first one who's showing this as a little bit like this gap. You see this gap here? It is your wave 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, because you don't have invalidation. Here we go. No invalidation. And that is looking a little bit like an impulse. Very interesting. Yep. Okay, let's see on the bigger view what it can be, guys. The crypto market is becoming very complex currently. I admit this. This is very complex right now. It is definitely corrective. Definitely it is a wave 2. Definitely very psychological and trying to play with us. But it's becoming very complex. Yeah, the correction there. Because it should has been finished here, and now it shows like kind of an impulse, and then again, like show some threats toward the downside. And if that is the case, it start to create 5 ways down. Will this 5 ways down transform to 3 ways like this, kind of like, or another structure to hit around this area perfect fib levels for a wave 2? Well, probably. And then having like kind of a zigzag X, and you get another zigzag. Hopefully not. That's annoying, right? That's annoying. That's gonna take a long time still to unfold the bull run, right? This is what I'm looking for. But yeah, it's not looking really nice for Tau. Honestly, this move. Well, Solana, I'm not sure. Let me check. Maybe I just saw it like that on Tau, but the other one, yeah, here there is no impulse. What did we saw before? It was Ethereum, right? Ethereum. No impulse, only Tau then. Okay. Only Tau is showing this as an impulse. Okay. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, wave 3. And you got 4 and a 5 over there. Incredible. Okay. Hopefully not. In this, because what does it mean is when you got an impulse mean at least you are in ABC. Okay, at least. Yeah. And when you have at least ABC here, that means, of course, you have 3 waves down. Okay, and you have a huge 3 waves down here already. Or we're gonna have to take it like, this is already an impulse. So if we get here, okay, this is much better. Okay, I got it. Then you got an impulse here, guys. You got a correction, and you might get another impulse as a zigzag. You have already ABC here. This is your X. Okay, yeah, that is much more convincing, honestly. Yep. So guys, we might see probably for Tau one more, one more move toward the downside here. Impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's lay down this as, as a scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which it might be in, this color. Okay. And that means, of course, it might still finish the wave B, the wave 2 over there. Okay, so inside this blue box, which is a perfect golden box for a wave 2. Interesting. But very complex. Very, very complex structure. I don't know why it goes very complex, but yeah, it should have been like simply finished. Yeah, it's already finished 3 waves. Also, based on the time, it is nice. So I would say it is time to move for higher, but I don't know. Some fear are in the market, guys. Some fear are shown. The AI 16 also is not really showing nice performance still. We're gonna see what's going on in it. All right, so for AI 16, yep, so this is what I was talking about. AI 16 already experienced the 0.786 very low, yeah. And I don't understand why we have already a very nice impulse toward the upside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finish wave 1 or at least wave A, right? Yeah, unless you are bearish, unless you are in A, B, and a C for a longer correction, that is ugly. But why it gives me the question mark is why it gives me an impulse for wave B, and why we get invalidation right now. That's very questionable for AI 16. On the 2 hours chart here, we are looking also for something can be, of course, corrective, and it can be, yes, maybe a diagonal toward the downside. I'm gonna show you. But why I don't see an impulse, because you have 1, 2, 3. Now this is definitely an impulse. So 1, 2, 3. The wave 4 got invalidated. Okay. This is not a wave 4, 5. What is the wave 5? It didn't took the low. Okay. Meaning you have 3 waves here. Okay. So it can be zigzag. And then you got, of course, a correction, 3 waves, and then another 3 waves, which make it, of course, W, X, and Y very complex. Unless we have to take it 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, but the wave 5 has to be finished somewhere, right? I mean, as a zigzag. Why we still see, of course, lower prices? Incredible. The final scenario is, of course, an A, B, and a C, which is this diagonal. Okay, this is my last option for AI before taking the low or the 886, I would say. Meaning you are here potentially in A, this scenario A, and then B, and you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is still unfolding kind of like in a zigzag, because you have a zigzag here. You would like to see a zigzag and another zigzag here. Okay, but yeah, so the thing is that, okay, if it's gonna dive deep, hopefully not very deep, and hopefully that it doesn't take the 886. Now if it takes the 886, it still can, of course, move for higher from there, but it's an ugly wave too. Yeah, it's a very ugly one, and it doesn't show a potential for very high wave 3 toward the upside if 886 taken, of course. I still see the low is gonna be taken here as a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully that this will save it and will not take the low. Okay, yeah. And if we don't take the 886 and it's just gonna like take us till the limit, to the extreme fear, moving down without touching the 886, finishing the structure like before hitting the 886 exactly. That is very tricky and ugly, right? But yeah, it still then can move very impulsive toward the upside. Yeah. And if we get the 886, what are the scenarios? Therefore, the scenarios might be here something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, something like a leading diagonal probably. Or it can transform to something like a zigzag and then moving down, meaning wave B over there. But I say this because, man, it's a very nice impulse. Yeah, it's a very clear, nice impulse here. This is the ugly one. This is a very nice, clear one, right? If you separate this from there, you take a look at this area, you can see very clear impulse. When you look at this part of this, you see very simple correction and overlapping everywhere, right? Overlap. Therefore, I'm very sure that it is corrective, and I'm very sure it is playing psychology here. But why? I don't understand. It's yeah, that's annoying. And the time, I mean, the time is very long. I don't know. So the last chance is to finish this wave 5, taking the low, hopefully without touching the 886 for AI 16. If we take the 886, okay, that is still a chance to move for higher, but it's not impulsive as we were expecting. Yeah, like very impulsive impulse toward the upside. It might be turning into a leading diagonal somehow like that. Unfortunately, okay. Let's see virtuals. Virtuals at 52. Okay, so virtuals. Here we go. Virtuals is still very comfortable. Is a very nice chart. Very comfortable. Very safe still. It has it has just touched the 0.58 and retraced a very high. Now it went again with the same pattern. It moved down, back, and so on. So still something else unfolding, knowing that okay, we might have finished something here like A, B, or sorry, W, X, and a Y, where you have finished zigzag here, zigzag, zigzag. But yeah, preferably to go here in ABC expanding flat. Very simple. A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is very clear, right? Virtual is very clear. Still looking for one more leg, probably here for this diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finishing wave C, A, B, and a C. And if we take here this wave A, wave B, and we get our wave C as expanding flat, what do we get? Yeah, you get that the target has already passed it even. But still, you have to see 5 waves. We didn't saw 5 waves, so therefore, okay, it can be extended wave, but yeah, very ugly one. Again, the crypto market is very confused right now, especially after this. I think since the geopolitical tension that it has started, the crypto market start to hit the walls left and right, left and right. So but basically, yeah, this pattern is clearer than any other crypto, I would say, right now. It's very clear. It's still looking for this diagonal. Yeah, nothing to add here. And I believe even in on the micro level here, we have already invalidated. As you can see, you have here even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is your wave 1, 2, wave 3, and look, the wave 3 is beautiful here. Very interesting. Very interesting one. Look at virtual on the micro. Has different. Yes, yes, that is a nice one. Okay, so 1, 2. Only the wave 2 is very shallow, but look, the wave 3 at least is not the shortest here, and that because it is performing nicely. We know that virtuals it is a very nice performance, but yeah, on the this is a diagonal definitely. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. This is your diagonal. Here we go. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You have your A, B, and a C for a wave 2, meaning you have here 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, wave 4 given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would say the impulse here is finished. Wow. Okay, let's put this in yellow. Very interesting in virtuals because we see a finished impulse here. Very nice. The wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, taking the high. Perfect. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning, this is a wave 2. And that's very interesting. You see how much the micro are very interesting and important, guys. Let me check. I don't bother you with it normally with videos, but I already make it before the videos, and of course I put my counting based on it. But here we go. I mean, this can be therefore a wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. Very interesting. Okay, let's see the fib levels therefore. Wave 2. Here we go. Cool. Exactly in the golden box. However, this is not nice though. Still not ready for bullish, kind of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 truncated. No. Interesting. But okay. Therefore, what if we have A, B, and a C? Yeah, how much ugly it's gonna be, but it can be still. I mean, this. Oh, this is impulsive. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, it looks impulsive, guys. Same as tau. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3, wave 4, no invalidation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is a perfect impulse, unfortunately. Ay, 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 ay. What's going on with the crypto market, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Let me show you what's going on, guys. So you have here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the wave 4 did not touch the zone 1. You have extended wave 5. You have another, you have another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So in the whole thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, 3 here. Let me put this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. So this is the main impulse that I'm talking about. Here we go. Yellow. This is for the wave 1 here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm gonna remove this. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 3. This is your wave 4, and finally you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your wave 5. So yeah, it is impulsive. Very clear impulse. And that means, of course, we're still looking for lower. A, B, and a C at least. Let me check. And this is exactly what we want. This is exactly what we want, okay? To finish this diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you need an impulse, correction, impulse for a zigzag. That's it, guys. So confirmed, I would say. This scenario is confirmed. We're still looking for lower, okay? Okay, guys. So yeah, that's it for virtuals. Yep, so wave 5 is still there. Here we go. Yes, Matthias, you are awesome, my guy. Thanks for the content. You're very welcome, man. I'm very glad that it helps. Well, as you can see, guys, I try to also make it much more educative rather than just saying what is the price is gonna be, because of course many people doesn't believe it or doesn't feel like, okay, it can be, that's right. I mean, you need to prove it at the end, right? So this is the idea, to prove it for you and also to make it educative so you can understand what is going on. Yep, that was for virtuals. Yeah. Let's see injective. Injective at 59 minutes. So Yeah, I'm not happy so much, honestly, with I thought when I come back from my trip, I will see the bull run already launching towards the upside. But now I have a little bit of hesitation about it, just because of this. All right, so we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in injective, you have two bullish scenarios, two possibilities here with this bullish. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Your wave 5 has finished kind of an ending diagonal in this scenario. The second scenario, you have simply 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning the correction in this scenario starts from there. Okay. If we have a correction here, this is much easier, of course, I would say. Yeah. Meaning here you're looking for a zigzag because this is an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very clear, wave B. And this can be a finished impulse, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 can be. And what is going on here is still not invalidated. Yeah. So invalidation of bullish is not given yet. Meaning on the micro level, I would say you still, of course, probably in an impulse, but let's move in the micro here again. Same as we did for virtual, because for virtuals, for example, we saw something much more interesting, right? Again, the same problem. You see, guys, if you have here a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, your wave 3 is smaller than the wave 5, smaller than the wave 1. This issue reflects already this, what's going on here. Because you got this issue, it reflects what's going on here. And of course, yeah, based on the timing for a wave 2, this is horrible, right? Alternation, it cannot work at all. And based on timing, also it cannot work at all. Therefore, this is a simple structure divided from this one, guys. Okay, we cannot call this as an impulse anymore. Now, it is true, it is corrective. This one looks corrective. I don't see an impulse. This is a good thing in injective. I don't see an impulse unless, just 1 second still. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. That's interesting, guys. Yep, that is an impulse here. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here the 4 is invalidated. Okay, there is no start of an impulse, so that is a good signal. But what if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal? What if this wave 1, A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y? So we have to be careful with it as well. What if you have W, X, and a Y for wave 2? Meaning this can be wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, somewhere here. Let's check the wave 5. Okay, this is yellow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the wave 5 is hard here to get, so that's a good thing. As you can see, I follow each wave from the impulse step by step until I find an issue in it. And here we go. Now we got an issue. Wave 5 is missing there. We cannot see any impulse, any diagonal, any ending diagonal. But still, of course, doesn't looks like a perfect or ready for bullish. Knowing that here you have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Yeah, this one. As you can see, small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be a wave 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 diagonal. So yeah, those are a little bit signals maybe for bullish, but don't forget that it can be also zigzag. Yep. Now the ending of this wave 5, in case it was a wave 5, it's horrible, right? It looks like 3 waves. Therefore, it reduces so much the possibility of an impulse here. It gives a higher possibility for let's remove all of it because I don't believe it is impulsive here. I think this is very corrective. So we have definitely here, we have kind of like a wave A, B, and a potential wave C towards the downside. Or it can be a bigger WX and a Y. I'm going to explain as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is a wave C here. And you might be having here somehow corrective thing and then moving down. And that means WX, you are in the X right now, and then wave Y. Yep. Maybe the X is this zigzag, or maybe still looking for something higher, okay, to finish this X. The problem is, of course, this can be double 1-2s. If we see wave 3 taking the high here, and we see some intensity with it, well, it might be something unfolding for higher. And that means you might be in a big WX and a Y. Okay, so this is, we're gonna put it in bigger. Here we go, magenta. Okay, so this is what I think it might be here, kind of like WX and a Y as well. Even you can, even you can bring this wave C probably here. Let me check. Wave C. Why? Because you can count here diagonal as well, somehow like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, can be still possible. The wave 3 is short. Yeah, but still okay. Here we go. In this diagonal here, you have wave 1, the biggest. So this is what we would like to see. Wave 2, wave 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 5 is still equal or a little bit less than wave 3 probably here. So it can be even a diagonal. And the wave 3 is not necessarily to take exactly the low. So it can be like this, guys. Okay. And in this case scenario, you can even have like kind of like A B, and a C here. Even this whole thing here, the whole thing can be kind of like diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But I'm not really convinced with it so much. Now it can be even like that. I see something like a diagonal here somehow. But still, I'm not so much convinced. The structure is a little bit complex. I see a WX and a Y, guys. Very simple. Okay. So I still see lower prices at the end. And in major, I would say structure, you might be here in a zigzag, very complex structure that we are talking about, the WX and a Y, which it might end up somehow here with the X. Then you might get a wave Y toward the upside. The X can be finished here in blue. Okay, here we go. Somehow like this, guys. Very complex. I don't know what the hell is going on with crypto market, but this is very corrective, obviously very corrective. But when it's gonna stop the bleeding, yeah, it's just bleeding and it's just annoying, honestly. Yeah, so it's gonna probably and then continue toward the upside, but still corrective. This is a problem. Okay, that is for injective. Most of them are showing the same almost, guys. Let's see, Render and Sui yesterday, they made a pump. The only coins that they made pump yesterday, and I mentioned Sui and Render, that they started a pump, but they didn't continue it. I don't know why. And here we go. Right now is bleeding again. So yeah, basically Render, for example, it has shown yesterday this move, yeah, this impulsive move towards the upside, 1, 2, 3, probably. But yeah, I don't know why it still like doesn't continue really impulsive towards the upside. So yesterday on the micro level here, I started to count like a diagonal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 1. You can follow here the yellow, guys, the yellow scenario. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 2, of course, ABC, and then you start 1, 2, 3. That was very impulsive until the wave 4 went very deep again and invalidated this 1, 2. Yeah, so interfered with the zone 1. And then here we go. We start again with the annoying price action. I don't know why, unfortunately. But still looking, of course, for higher. Don't forget that what I'm looking for right now is kind of like, again, the same scenario, W, X, and a Y, corrective. Of course, it can be that you have finished here something corrective and you're moving down. But if you want to count this like a diagonal, this wave 5 is longer than wave 3 and everything is overlapping. So it's not that really very bullish, very bearish, I would say. If you have several 1-2s here, also is very low possibility due to this, right? So there is no diagonal here. Wave 5 is very long. There is no impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is no double 1-2s. Yeah, that's too much and already invalidated. So simply annoying price action, guys. Sideways, bullish and bearish, uncertainty. This is the exact word, uncertainty in the crypto market, guys. But even if it is corrective, currently it's still looking for higher, correctively. But I wouldn't say it is very bullish, okay? Because after this, we might move again for lower. This is the idea. This is what I see in render. I think this might unfold something like that, okay? Somehow like this, a zigzag. Another zigzag, you have the X here in between. Somehow W, X, and a Y. Very complex. Very complex. Yep. So render, I would say, of course, it has also like kind of like did not invalidate. I don't know if you saw it on the micro level. This is your invalidation of the bullish. Invalidation of bullish. Why? Because if you are in a 1-2 here, wave 3 in the yellow, in case we are in a wave 3 here, but I don't like it because again, you know, the same issue. Let's go 15-minute chart. Here we go. The same issue here. Yeah, so we had to count like a little bit different. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Finish wave 1, 2, and then 1, 2 again, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4, and a 5. So we can count also a wave 3 here in render, but the wave 4 again, incredible. Yeah, comparison wave 4 with the wave 2. This is incredible. Invalidated. Very long time. Okay, based on the wave 2, which it start to give me like this is separate structure from this one. Okay, this is the idea. And if you have 3 ways up, 3 ways down, you're looking at least for 3 ways up, right? At least. And that's why I see, of course, it is corrective, looking for higher, but corrective. So meaning after this, we might drop down again. So we have to be careful. All right. That is for render. The same uncertainty right now is, yeah, over the crypto market, guys. 1 hour 12 for Sui. Sui and render, by the way, are very close to each other. I'm not gonna take time on Sui because it's almost the same, guys. It's almost the same thing. On the micro level as well, we have the same invalidation, not taken yet. You can count a wave 3 easily here, again, but you have to count here that you have several 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finished wave 3, then having 4 and a 5 for this wave 1, 2 here. You have to go even 5 minutes here to see it, but no need. I already did this. So you have wave 4 again, incredible long in time. Incredible. So same scenario, the same scenario. So as you can see, I laid down this as ABC, meaning right now it can be simply W, X, and a Y, okay, in blue. As you can see, also you have A, B, and a C, and currently you are working on an A, B, and a C probably for a wave Y. Preferably to take the high, very simple. You can count this wave 5, but yeah, it's very hard, guys. It's very, very hard. Now internally here, I was counting this as wave 3. This is a wave 4. Interesting in SUI that it didn't invalidate yet this impulse. Yeah, so the invalidation here given exactly there, but yeah, very very shallow. Yeah, so you can count this still, of course, as a wave 4 here, and this is your wave 5 unfolding, and that means you're gonna finish wave 3 and then having 4 and a 5 later on. If you don't get this, if you finished up here with this wave 5, that means this is a wave Y. Sorry, here we go. Okay. Why? Because if you have here, just simply you finish over there, this is a zigzag. If you continue a 4 and a 5, like this, here we go. If you continue from here, a 4 and a 5, therefore, okay, we are continuing an impulse. If this does not happen, so this is the key level here. This is a key element to know, are we in an impulse or are we in WX and Y? Are we corrective or we're looking for higher? If we get this leg, okay, we are impulse, you got a wave 1, you seek for wave 2, you continue for higher. If we move and drop directly down, we are bearish, guys. We're looking for lower. Not very bearish, but we're looking for lower. Okay? That is the key element to know what is the next price action. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see, guys. Now, in a bigger view, of course, on the 2 hours chart for this is an old scenario before my trip. Here we go. This is the updated one. Okay. Here we go. So if we are bullish still, because we hit perfectly the blue box, perfectly the golden box for a wave 2. So, I mean, come on, guys. There is no much clearer impulse than this one. So what the hell is going on? I don't know still, but I cannot yet really complain so much before knowing what's gonna happen here. Are we gonna get the impulse like this and having wave 2 and then moving up? Or are we gonna get just one leg and then moving down for a new low? So because the invalidation is not taken yet. So you're still in 1, 2, 3, 4, knowing that the wave 4 is incredible, very long, but I cannot really complain so much about it until we really invalidate it. Yeah. So we're gonna see. But I would say that is no much beautiful than this wave 2 finish there. That is no much beautiful than this one. ABC for W, ABC for X, ABC for Y. Hitting the 1-to-1 fib level, hitting perfectly the wave 2 fib level in the golden box, moving impulsively. Now what the hell is going on? We're gonna see, guys. Okay. But the potential of bullish is still there. We're not invalidated yet. We're gonna see. Let's see FET finally, of course, for our list. Sorry, guys, we went so deep today, but it's very interesting. It's very important also to understand what's going on right now in the crypto market. FET, USD. Here we go. FET also hit our blue box very nicely as expected. Everything looking fine. And we are in this move towards upside. Now, I was expecting a diagonal here. It didn't work, of course. And yeah, we went very long with this wave 4. And potentially we are in WX and a Y here much more than ABC. WX and a Y. So basically everything still the same, I would say. The same, repeating the same in every coin, okay? But the difference might be, of course, internally here with this wave 3. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you can see here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1. Wave 2 is very shallow again. I don't like it. And then you have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishing wave C, meaning ABC. So it's also horrible, right? And this is different, showing something else here in FET. So I see it as, of course, kind of like finished ABC, potentially W, and then, of course, having the X. You're still looking for a wave Y, probably. Yep, so here that is, well, it kind of like can be diagonal, but yeah, it can be a diagonal here. It can be, by the way, the wave A, B, and a C. That's why you get probably a diagonal here. But what an ugly even diagonal, right? So A, B, and a C. I'm still looking for higher. Even corrective, I'm still looking for higher. It should be looking for higher. Let me mark this also as WXY. So W, X, and a Y. Okay. That is for FET. Um, Rio, I think you write in something Vietnam. I can read Vietnam. Toi Din to Vietnam. I think you say a greeting from Vietnam. Thank you, man. Greetings from Germany as well to all people of Vietnam, and thank you. You're very welcome as well. Nice to have everyone from all the world, guys. All right, that was for our main list. Okay, so this is what's going on in the crypto market, guys. Currently, there is some uncertainty. It can still be bullish, but it needs to correct itself. You know, it needs to show some potential here. It needs to show like, no, I am really a wave 5 here, showing an impulse. And if this happen, okay, therefore, okay, the market is getting straight again. But if it continues with this bleeding and this very long range and so on, and we just get one more high without having this, yeah, we're gonna drop directly from there. From here, dropping directly. Um, Probably one more low and then starting again or starting over the bull run. Yep. So that was it for the coins. So let's see your, of course, special requests. So WUSD, let's see this one. Wormhole, is it the one who asked for it? I think. Okay, I cannot see it anymore, but okay, let's see what is this. Okay, let's go 4 days all time hit. Ooh, what is that? Okay, now that's so bad. And for who asks this, maybe you are new to the channel. So on this channel, we do always the perfect chart, which it start, of course, impulsive toward the upside. Okay. And that it shows a direction for higher, not because we are moon boys. Okay, it's just because this is good for spot holders and also for the futures traders. And because, of course, we would like to show always something safe and much more profitable on this channel, preferably, of course, to show something nice. Now, okay, you recommend, you ask for this one. I'm going to tell you what's going on here and why it is very risky, because you're looking already to an impulse towards the downside. Okay, so you have already 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, meaning you have finished here a wave A or a wave 1. And that means whatever is going to happen, sorry for the sound. Okay, whatever is gonna happen after this impulse, it's gonna be corrective. Okay, it's gonna move a little bit higher, but you're gonna continue for lower. Meaning, if you buy spots with this one, yeah, you have to know where you have to sell it. Yeah, so you cannot really hold it for a long time. Okay, so be careful with it. I don't recommend it. Definitely, when you start with the direction toward the downside, the trend is gonna continue toward the downside sooner or later. Okay, therefore be careful. Okay, that was for WSD, so I'm gonna keep this in mind to not, of course, have it again. With, let's see, with sorry, this we started at 22, 1 hour 24. Okay, so for with, okay, still holding good. A nice hit for our blue zone. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the upside. We have potentially here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why the wave 1 is there? Yeah, I prefer wave 1 here, guys. This is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it was right. Sorry, it was right. Okay. because this is one impulse and 4 and a 5. Okay, that's true. All right, so what do we have in this correction? We have 3 waves down, 3 waves up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC finished. Okay, as expected, ABC finished, that's nice. We see an impulse where it looks like the same situation repeating everywhere. And we have this invalidation of bullish, not of course given yet. So you're still safe toward the upside, but let's check also the micro level here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. The wave 3, it doesn't look bad here, but let me check the length. Okay. Yeah, it is shorter than wave 5. Okay. And if this is your wave 1, yeah, this is a wave, even the wave 2 is very okay, is longer. Yeah, wave 3 is shorter. Again, same situation, not an impulse here. Horrible. What a horrible thing in the whole crypto market here. Again, affecting was the price here, but still we didn't get, of course, we didn't get the invalidation. Now, what is going on? Probably that the market is trying to recorrect itself, guys. So look, I mean, Elliott wave, guys. Elliott wave is something that it reflects exactly psychology. Okay, so when you see something like a wave 3 shorter than the wave 1 or the wave 5, meaning something definitely happened here that it made the traders a little bit hesitated to continue to move toward the upside. Okay, meaning who started to buy in this area has kind of like start to sell exactly in this middle of this impulse, somehow reflecting, of course, more entries were entering at the same time and unfolded wave 5 toward the upside, which is longer, meaning, of course, that the market has started, okay, again, no, we are confident, we are moving for higher. And then something else, of course, came in, which is, of course, guys, the global tension. And I remember this exactly when they started to talk again about a second hit, and that, yeah, I mean, we're talking about Iran and USA here, and that the uranium was not hit, and blah blah blah, and we're gonna make a second hit. The things start to move down gradually, yeah. And this is psychology, and this is what is going on now. Again, nothing is going on. Probably everything is going again to be calmed down. Maybe the market will correct itself again. So probably this is what I'm now looking for. That a wave 5 should unfold like a real good impulse. If this doesn't happen, if it doesn't show confidence for the market, I believe, of course, we're going to get just one more high, corrective, and then moving toward the downside. Okay? This is what I think. This is how Elliott wave, of course, how, I mean, Elliott wave, the patterns, the rules of Elliott waves shows you exactly if there is hesitation in the market or not. Yeah? If there is confidence or not. And this means there was no much confidence to unfold like really nice impulse, and this has affected later on even the wave 4. Again, the timing with the wave 4 is a guideline, but yes, this is how we read psychology, through Elliott wave rules and guidelines. And yeah, so this is what I see, guys. So if we don't see confidence again with the wave 5, why I'm saying? Because we did not invalidate it yet. And that is a good thing. That is a good thing. That the invalidation is not taken in most of the crypto coin. The invalidation of this impulse has not been taken, and there is a chance to save it. Okay, if we save it, okay, that would be nice. Nice wave 1. Okay, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Basically, with WIF, it should move higher, guys. It should simply move for higher, and that means you have buttoned already there. Okay, you took here an A, B, and a C. Very nice. You start an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we don't see it, okay, something else is unfolding. And that means, of course, this is an impulse. As you can see on the 15-minute chart here, this can be an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, which is horrible, right? Hopefully not. It can be, of course, a zigzag X and another zigzag here for a wave Y. But basically, it can be very simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. Okay? You can always, the impulse, by the way, can be written as WX and a Y, or it can be an impulse. The difference is how to separate between WX and a Y and an impulse. First thing is that the wave 4 is not interfering with the zone 1. This is the rule. Once you see this, you tend to be higher probability in an impulse rather in a WX and a Y. So yeah, but still can be, of course, turning into WXY. Otherwise, yeah, sorry to say that we might be, of course, bearish. Okay, A, B, and a C maybe. Maybe this is gonna unfold directly ABC just by taking this high, meaning a little bit higher and then moving down, taking this low. What does it mean taking this low? Let's play this scenario. If we get one more low here, probably you have finished 3 waves down, you have finished the X, you're looking for something as another structure, probably to hit the golden box again, 0.618, 0.786. So because this is impulsive, you might get A, B, and a C again, which it might be a little bit scary, psychology, liquidations, okay, I'm out, blah, 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 and then moving toward the upside. Yeah, hopefully not. But currently we cannot call this. Currently we cannot call this before taking the 0.72 and any invalidation of the whole altcoins that we just saw today. Any number here that you saw for the invalidation, once it is taken, okay, therefore you can say, okay, KG, we just invalidated. We're bearish, yes. But before this, we cannot really. Let's take a dot. 31. All right. .USD. Well, this chart, I gave up a little bit on it lately for the videos on the channel because I was not happy also what is going on here, knowing that it was impulsive. So if you see here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, you got kind of like an impulse in the opposite side, right? And that is not nice. So A, B, and a C, that is a very, very long correction. And even the wave C is not ending. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for diagonal. Why? I don't know why. That's a very long one. A, B, and a C. So you still might have even probably lower prices later on. I mean, here, if you take a look, even like good 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, even it should like be done, finished. It took like the maximum low almost. It should move for higher. It should move for higher. If it doesn't, then I don't recommend it, guys. Okay. I mean, it's very clear on the daily that we should move for higher. You finish 5 ways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless you want to bring this like just one wave, but obviously you have here kind of like ABC 3 waves. So if this is also ABC and then you have correction, maybe one more correction and then one more leg, okay, but that's ugly, right? I don't want to trade such a chart, so be careful with it. On the 2 hours chart as well, you can see this is an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not finished yet. The wave 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your target for this wave 5. 1 second. Here we go. Your target for this wave 5 is between the 2.7 can be and 2.55, or simply taking the low, meaning one more low and then moving up. Okay. But yeah, why I should be interested? Why should I invest in this chart? This is a question. Is there any other chart easier, much more or less risky? Yes, definitely. Yeah. Okay, something else. CRV. The same CRV also was showing weakness. I don't know. Curve CRV. Here we go. Okay, so for CRV, oh, okay, I put it out of the equation CRV because on the daily, it's not a nice chart anymore. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this one because it is starting already 3 ways toward the downside directly. And the trend is downward. So why should I be interested? The trend is downward. It's not good for spot holders. Can be, of course, for future. Fine, you can sell this one, but for spot holders, this is not a good chart at all. You are in a potential here, A, B, and a C. Can be, of course, looking for a wave C. However, if you are in 1, 2, 3 here, wave 4 not invalidated yet, you would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But still, yeah, I mean, you still need to see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't see this, therefore, you have to continue down. Very simple. And continuing down, meaning, of course, this is a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So be careful. Okay. Basically, I don't like the chart. Starting toward the downside is not a good chart. It might affect it for the whole life or the whole lifetime for this chart, as you can see. Very obvious. So be careful. Okay. Oops. I think I closed my notepad. Okay, here we go. Got it. Okay. IOTA. All right. IOTA. USD. I think. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, we did this before. We did something before. Yeah, not a nice one. Not a nice one, guys. Be careful. You are in a triangle ABCDE. Yeah, so be careful with this one, buddy. Okay. I think that it can be finished wave E here. So if you are in A, B, C, D, and a E, yeah, and then yeah, it can be too. Sorry, if you are in A, B, C, D, E here, you are bearish. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because the wave E is toward the upside, meaning reversal toward the downside. So be careful. And you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a diagonal. Okay, you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 toward the downside. Be careful. This is not a good one at all. Very dangerous one. Okay, very risky. I don't see bullish at all. Also for spot holders as bullish, I don't see any bullish scenario here. Unless you want to count from here like A, B, and a C. But what should I do with this? Okay, so I have to count it something A, B, C, D, E, and then moving down. So be careful, guys. Okay, this one is not recommended. If you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's very bearish. Okay, not good. Okay, and that was okay at 1 hour 37. Okay, let's check near. Near also is fine. Is a nice one. Here we go. Okay. Basically, yes. So near still okay, not really nice, but still okay, still fine. I mean, you are kind of like in A, B, C, D, and an E as well can be. So kind of like following the scenario we saw in the previous chart and having wave E and then moving toward the downside. Okay, be careful with it. This is the first scenario. The second scenario, you are in ABC for a wave A. You have here in a wave B, of course, ABC, wave B. You have potentially a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and then you're moving for higher. So in case that you have finished A, B, and you're looking for a wave C, this is therefore your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In case you are in a W, because don't forget three ways can be a W, and you have an X, right? And you might be looking for a wave Y. The wave Y can be a zigzag. You have already started in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and a C. Therefore, that is a chance, of course, for bullish here, since you have hit perfectly the blue box as expected for a wave 2 here. And it is time. It is time to move for higher. This is what I would like to see. Okay. I would like to see that the price move for higher. Again, the same situation that you are looking here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You don't want to have invalidation, right? So let's move to the 15-minute chart, micro level, to see, of course, where is your invalidation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is exactly the invalidation of bullish. Here we go. Invalidation of bullish, and you're having this one. Okay, 1.94. Now you would like to see for higher prices, and unfortunately, okay, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can be something diagonal here, but be careful with it. Okay, be careful. It might be an A, B, and a C, and W, X, and a Y, meaning W, X, and a Y. If you get only a zigzag here, somehow like that, that means bearish. Okay, if you get a zigzag and after it you get another wave up, that is bullish. Okay, the same thing as the whole crypto market. Nothing different. Okay, nothing is different yet. Those are the things for near 1 hour 39, I think. All right, let's see Link and Binance, and we finish our live stream for today. Here we go. And I think we got a very clear conclusion today, right? Very clear price action and yeah, what we might get next. You're very welcome, Archers. All right, so here we go. So with the Link, let's go all-time history. Thank you for the hearts, guys. That's funny. All right, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave A, and wave B, and you're looking for the wave C towards the upside. Basically, we are looking for this wave 1, A, B, C for wave 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so in Link, I would say it's a good and nice chart because you start impulsive. The direction is toward the upside. Now, of course, you have another scenario where you might be an A, B, C, D, E, which might unfold a wave C here, meaning A, B, and a C, meaning the wave B can be finished somehow here with this E, right? But I'm estimating first, what if we are in 1, 2 here? And this wave 2 is still taking time, but I don't think so. I think that this is already a finished wave B here, and I think that we are looking for a wave C, probably in Link here, to finish kind of like, yeah, even triangle, continuation of a triangle. It can be W, X, and a Y, by the way. Can be W, X, and a Y and moving for higher, but to be re-estimated. But I don't see yet like very bullish scenario ready to move for higher. Okay, why? Of course, I was very bullish here. Here, I was very bullish. We got it, but only 1, 2, 3. What is the wave 4? It has been invalidated. Okay, and therefore I start to turn. Okay, we are in a longer correction here. We are in something different, might be a big W, X, and a Y before we move for higher, or it might be in a triangle and then moving for a wave C. Target long time Link and a 2025. Wow, I don't think so. I think that Link might still, of course, range in this area for until 2026 even. Yeah, and then starting on 2027, the move towards the upside. The target, your target that you would like to reach is the 1-to-1 fib level. Very simple, $69, right? If you are very bullish with this, like a wave 1, 2 like this, you would like to reach the wave 3, 108, 1.618. Cool. Um, yes. All right. That is for Link. I think Link is fine, very corrective, but still looking for higher. Now, BNB is very impulsive one. BNB is a very impulsive one. Um, I would say it's a very good coin, but I don't know. The channel doesn't really like it so much. But I see Binance is a good one, honestly. So here we go. This is Binance. On the daily, it looks like a little bit like Bitcoin. It's not so far from, I mean, not with the price, but the shape of the chart is parabolic. Yeah. And that's why I see like this is a very huge, good chart. So in the daily, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finish wave A or wave 1. You have correction for wave B or wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and currently you are unfolding a wave 5, which might be your wave C as an A, B, and a C, or you are in a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, of course. So currently, by all means, you are still in a wave after this wave 4 here in the white. You are still in a 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and a 5 to finish a major wave 5. Very simple. So we are in a major wave 5. Inside this wave 5, you have 1, 2, 3, triangle, running triangle, A, B, C, D, E, wave 5. Finishing wave 5, finishing wave C, wave 3 probably. Then, of course, we take it from there. On the lower time frame, of course, we are in a triangle, potentially finished wave E as expected in the big, in the higher time frame. ABC, as you can see, A, B, and a C. Wave E finished perfectly in the middle of this triangle because normally a triangle as an A, B, C, D, and an E, the triangle can finish wave E in the middle exactly as an ABC zigzag. A, B, C, perfect zigzag. Starting impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if we move to the 1 hour chart, honestly, I see something very nice as an impulse probably here. Let me check. Oh, again. Again. Yeah, wave 3, very small. Very nice start, 1, 2. Then here you have like ABC, probably 1, 2, small, but very big 1, 2. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is horrible, right? I'm not gonna give up on it because I'm still, of course, very corrective here. We're still very corrective. Definitely, we're looking for higher sooner or later. But be careful. It might be W, X, and Y. Okay. Otherwise, you are in 1, 2, 3. Let's say 3, 4, and a 5. Okay. However, difference is again, if you are in W, X, and a Y, you will finish like this. Okay. If you are in a wave 5 impulse, you're gonna finish like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay. That is the difference, guys. All right. And this is where you know that you are in a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continuation, or you are in W, X, and a Y finishing here, moving to take the low. Preferably to be impulsive, of course. Hopefully, guys. Hopefully we correct. Hopefully we make it straight again for this chart to be much more impulsive, much more clearer, despite the range, despite the time, despite also this small issue inside the wave 3 of this impulse. That was it for today, guys, for the live stream where we went deeper, of course, in all these coins. I hope that it has made it clearer for you and that you got an overview. Where are we heading? What we might face next between bearish and bullish. That was it, guys. See you in the next one, of course. I wish you to have a nice weekend and enjoy your time. See you. Bye bye.